Hello, everyone, and welcome to Connections for Life. I'm Ted P.
Chad Kuvo.
What was that? Did you like Spider-Man in?
Hey, well, I jumped off the desk. I had to do something different. Come on.
I'm surprised you didn't break your ankle. That would have been a
That's
way better
that's
introduction.
why the dog was going crazy before that, because she didn't know I was on the desk.
Joe Surratt, what's up, everybody? It feels like we haven't done this in a while. I know it hasn't been, but it just feels like it's been like a long time.
We're a day late and $1 short.
It's like the actual footage from the Upsco Expo.
Yeah, we couldn't record yesterday because I was in a bad mood. So sorry, everybody. Yeah, bad mood Monday. Wait, yesterday was Monday, right? Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, yesterday was Monday.
They all blend together.
Chad's coming to you live from the Upsco Expo.
Yeah.
There was the crowd last week. No social distancing, no mask.
No mask. This is clearly pre-COVID concert.
Like it.
Is there a post-COVID concert?
Not yet, huh?
In Florida.
Only virtual.
In
Florida.
Florida.
In Florida, right? Yeah, that's right.
They do what they want.
Yeah.
How was your week?
Well, I don't remember. It's Tuesday. It was good. It's kind of we're all quarantined. Well, my kids are all quarantined because their classmates and everything else got COVID. So we really didn't do much. We kind of just sat around the house, went for a couple runs, kind of went outside. Didn't do much. It was soccer's obviously, canceled. So it was just plain Jane weekend.
Chad?
Finally got to finish changing out Logan and Zoe's room. He's going to be surprised when he gets home next weekend, over this weekend at the end of it, when he comes home and his room is half the size before.
He won't even know. He's just going to go right to the basement.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway. That's a good point as well. My weekend was pretty much spent watching hockey games on TV. He ended up playing in 3 games for his team, which is 16s, but he played in 3 games for the 18 team too. So he played 6 games in 72 hours of hockey. So it was fun. I didn't move my couch or leave from my couch a whole lot.
Like that's any other weekend. Stop
True.
it.
How you doing?
I'm chunky.
How'd he do?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. He played well. He was tired, obviously, by the end. Even 3 in that much time is a lot. So
I couldn't play for 3 minutes.
No.
Let alone 3 games.
AAU basketball, same thing. You know what I mean? They're guaranteed 3 games, but if you get in the playoff run towards championship game, you're playing 3 games to get to the championship, and then you get the championship. You've now played 5 basketball games in a day and a half.
What's even wild, Ted, is this is just like a regular weekend of games. The problem is they have kids hurt on the older team. So it's like if you had your 16U or 15U basketball team and you had 3 kids hurt and you bring up 2 from the 13U team.
Yep.
That's why he's playing like that. So it's it's definitely interesting. What'd you do, Teddy?
Not a whole lot. Kind of had a low-key weekend. We my wife and I did a little shopping together on Sunday. It was funny. One of my son's friends, Amir, texted me. He goes, "Hey, we working out today? Getting some gym time in for the boys." And I sent him a picture of me in a mask holding something at a store and go, "No, I'm stuck husbanding for the day. I wish we could go to the gym."
I would have been jealous that you were outside. I was grounded.
You are grounded.
Grounded for 2 weeks. I'm not supposed to do anything till Saturday. But I did go get COVID tested. I forgot to tell you guys that. We all did.
Oh, how was that? How was the experience of it?
Bizarre.
This is actually a good subject. This is a good. I like this one for.
Yeah, it was in a big like pavilion, and it was like you go in and they take your name and then they make you put on a ton of hand sanitizer and they give you a sticker and you got to go to a table with a nurse and then she swabs your nose and you stand off in these isolated areas and then 15 minutes later they tell you if you got COVID or not.
Did you sneeze immediately? Logan tells me every time he gets it, he sneezes immediately.
I didn't sneeze, but my nose was like tickly and itchy for sure.
He said it wasn't bad. He's just like, I just sneeze all the time.
Well, the test that we did wasn't like all the way inside your brain. It was just the rapid on the outside. But we're like 10 days into quarantine now, and everybody's fine, and we all got negative tests. So
that's good.
There we are.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So that was
what do we got this weekend? Who do we have? Our weekend. Wow.
Weekend. Holy cow.
Well, it is Tuesday already. I mean.
Yeah.
No, today we are finally, I say finally because it took us a while trying to get this guest on here. We have Kelly Benjamin from Performance Wire and Cable with us today. And it's going to be.
It's funny how we tried to get how it's, at first it was just some mishaps. We finally recorded it and then we recorded it right into the expo. So those 2 weeks she got pushed back.
We taped Kelly in August, so she's wearing like a t-shirt and shorts in the episode. No, it's been a couple of weeks, unfortunately, but sorry, Kel.
We love you. We appreciate you coming on the show. So let's get right into it. Without further ado, welcome to Connections for Life, Kelly Benjamin. Hello, Kelly, and welcome to Connections for Life.
Hi, guys.
Hi,
Thanks
Cal.
for having me.
Hi, Cal. This is the second time we've had you. Let's hope it goes smooth this time.
We'll get whirl.
We're putting this out no matter what, so
Yeah, exactly.
just so you know, this is it.
It and all.
So Kelly, I guess we'll start where we start with everybody. Let's just talk about how you ended up getting into the natural gas industry.
So me personally, I was kind of more or less thrown into it. But Performance Wire in general, got into it actually through a partnership with UPSCO to start a lot of years ago. Connections. Stephen got in touch with UPSCO and got some connections with Danny Pajak and Andy Booz, and kind of all started from there with Performance getting into natural gas. And me, I just was in the business.
Yeah, you just don't have a choice, I don't think.
Yeah,
right?
Here I am.
Why don't you tell everybody why you didn't have a choice?
Yeah,
Well,
you don't call it, you can't call him Steve.
Yeah, I know, it's so weird.
Yeah, Steve. So my dad, Steve,
Steve.
the owner of Performance Wire. I started working for my dad, family business, and
Awesome.
he started in 2002. I was about 10 when this all got started. So
He immediately put you in accounting?
No, I was in charge of stickers for a long time.
Stickers.
Oddly,
Everybody
that's my path here at UPSCO too. I was started with stickers.
He was the sticker guy.
Yeah,
He also handled keychains.
yeah. I
That's
double duty.
fantastic. So essentially you have your dad's, what'd you say, 2002, huh?
Yeah, 2002.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
a long time. That's 18
been a minute.
years of that. That's pretty neat. So like you just talked about, you grew up in it a little bit, but why don't you tell us of kind of the background of how Performance became Performance with your dad and what he used to do before he started Performance? Just give us the background, I guess.
Yeah. So Steve worked for another wire manufacturer. He's worked for a couple wire manufacturers over his 40-year tenure in the industry so far. He was working for another manufacturer. He was there for about 25 years. He was plant supervisor there and just really saw the opportunity to do this on his own. And he started, getting a business plan together and getting some funding, and really he just made it happen on his own. He started literally building from the ground up. He started building machines, and by 2003, 2004, he was making wire.
Very cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So for those of our audience that don't know, you do have an accounting degree. I think that's where Chad was referencing accounting from Syracuse University. So accounting, right?
Wow, that's riveting. Riveting.
We'll circle back to that one. But I guess, obviously your dad's the owner of the organization, but how did you, find yourself back home after your college degree and back into the wire business?
Or did you always know, I guess, is part of it too,
Yeah, so I spent a lot of holiday breaks, a lot of summer vacations being masters of the stickers and the boxes, and just being involved. Once I got into high school, some of my breaks were a little more focused on me doing office work. So I kind of got to see the flow of, just the general flow of business. And I knew I was interested in business at that point, like just in general. I enjoyed what he did. I enjoyed that he built this, and, just being part of a family business was a really cool aspect. So yeah, he had never gone to college. So he thought that was going to be key for me. I couldn't disagree. So I headed off to college. For just business management, admin type stuff in general. And after you do all your gen eds for the first whole year, you get nothing useful out of it. Then I finally got into some business classes and started counting, and I was like, well, that comes pretty easy to me. I really like that. So I switched
It came easy to me.
Yeah, I can't barely
I'm
count.
really bad at accounting.
Yeah, I'm, one of those weird numbers.
I'm okay with numbers. I'm just bad on the credit debit thing. I just never really get it.
No, you're okay with looking at numbers. You're just not okay with adding and subtracting them.
Also very
It's a
valid
major
point.
difference. Major difference.
Yeah. So, I got into Syracuse and changed my major to professional accounting. And before I had finished my undergrad, I had gotten a pre-acceptance to grad school there as well on the accounting track. So I ended up just going for it, getting my master's in accounting. I've got all my credentials for my CPA. So
That's awesome.
You got a nice backup plan to fall back to if this wire bit doesn't work out.
This is all we got.
If
This
your
is
dad
it.
gets rid of you.
yeah, so during tax season, so actually like accounting wise, tax is my focus. So I actually work tax season doing, personal and business income taxes with a professional accounting firm as well. So
Is that what
That's pretty
you
neat.
do for Performance Wire now? I mean, is your capacity in the accounting role there? Or?
not so much.
Still stickers, huh? Still stickers.
I can't get a raise or anything.
Weird.
No, I'm a lot in like sales and marketing, purchasing, materials management kind of stuff. I enjoy like cost accounting, so I've built out all of our price sheets and stuff like that. More back end accounting, but we still have our accountants for general payroll and stuff like that.
Do you check their work?
Naturally.
I would have to. I just know me. I'd be like, that's not right.
Right, yeah. Or you're like, why did they do that? Am I missing something?
That's fantastic. So essentially, we know that Performance makes wire, but why don't you tell us a little bit about who the end user is? Who's the people that are actually using your wire typically that you're making?
Yeah, so a lot of utilities. Obviously, natural gas is our main customer focus with UPSCO and in that industry. But water, municipalities in general, water, sewer. We've got some big telecommunication companies that use our type of tracer wire. And then outside of tracer wire, we have a lot in the cathodic protection industry. So anything that goes in the ground that's got the potential to corrode, they set up corrosion or cathodic protection systems, and it ultimately sends the corrosion to a sacrificial anode is what they call them. And then instead of your entire structure being.
So Cal, which one do you think, as far as, do you think you sell more in tracer wire just because of the amount that's used in tracer wire, I would assume, than CP probably?
Yeah, the CP systems are, as far as like what they need, are shorter. Tracer wire, long runs, all the pipelines, need a tracer to go with it. So footage wise, volume wise, definitely more.
My last stupid question that wasn't on there though. I know you guys have a bunch of different jacketing.
Yeah.
Do you mind talking about I know there's, well, not a bunch, but there's a few. If you don't mind, just.
Yeah. So we do a couple different HMWPEs, so high molecular weight polyethylene. We do a couple different densities. So we have high density, medium density, which is pretty much only for use in like Canadian applications. They use a lot in the medium, and then low density as well. Low density we use on a lot of the cathodic protection stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also do some PVC options, and cross-linked polyethylene is big for more household, like the RHW USE type wires. We do quite a bit in XLPE as well.
Pretty neat.
That's really cool. So I have to interject with one about about the size of the spool. Now, so I have a background in electrical and pulling THHN and solid and stranded and all that. You got your typical 500-foot rolls, your 1,000-foot rolls. how large of a roll do you guys produce for tracer wire, and what different varying sizes are available for it as well? Like you mentioned, some of the long pipeline runs and that kind of stuff.
That's a good question. 1,000 feet, it's less splices. That's a good question.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So like you said, standards 500,000, 2,500s are pretty standard. We'll do 5,000 footers, depending on the size, the gauge that you're looking for.
Yeah.
We can do probably 10,000 feet.
Wow.
Okay.
But then you're
How are you gonna move it around?
Would you,
right. It
Kelly,
gets
would you
heavy.
mind doing 10 footers so we can sell a connection every 10 feet?
10 footers, they're
We
going
can
to
sell
get a little
king connectors
pricey.
then, everyone?
Yeah, they're going to get a
Little
little
tire
pricey.
We'll have
What do
Joe
you-
come up, and when he's not making, stickers, he'll just cut it at 10-foot lengths. Okay. Then
I got-
Well, what we can offer is I'll send you the 500-foot roll and a tape measure and a pair of cutters. It'll be way cheaper.
perfect.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I clearly don't have anything else to do. It's this
Oh,
and
that's-
soccer, coaching soccer. Those are my two primary responsibilities in life.
Just watch the show, you'll hear all about it. He's under.
Yeah, exactly.
Anymore.
I did want to touch base on, or just bring up a point. I remember my first visit up to your facility, and I got to meet your father. I don't even think you were actually working there then, or at the time you weren't there. It was probably 10 years ago. And
Yeah.
the one thing I always remember about it is, and when we were getting ready to leave, your dad, out of the back of his pickup truck, pulled out a gas-powered blender and asked us if we wanted a drink. And I'll never forget that moment, because he legitimately pulled out a blender that had a pull cord like a chainsaw, and turned it on. And we actually did not have a drink, but I think one day I'll have to get up there and see if that machine actually does work.
I want to see it. I've never gotten to see
Incredible.
it.
Yeah, do you got a prop there?
And I've asked him about it.
Yeah,
It's
well,
incredible.
it's moved homes. It's no longer in the back of a pickup truck. We have moved it to the boat.
The boat.
It's another form of transportation. No worries.
Yeah. It's got to go to the beach with you. You don't have, you can't just plug in a blender at any point in time.
It is
so.
a must-have at the beach. I know I pack my towel, sunscreen, and my gas
In your
powered
blender.
blender.
Gas power blender.
Check
Yeah,
off
that
the list.
we came up with that. One of the guys at work had seen it in a magazine, and he was like, "Oh my God, Steve needs this." So we all pitched in. Every year we try to find something unique. He's
That's
got
cool.
a lot of things that whatever he needs, he's got. So we try to come up with something just fun
That's
and different.
great.
That's
And,
it was really cool. I've never seen another one since, before or after, honestly.
Yeah, and I've looked online for the brand, and I can't seem to find it. Again.
Kelly, before we go, I just want to say thanks for having us on. But one of the things that amazes me about you.
Thanks for
and
having
your,
us on, or wait.
Yeah,
wait.
You know what?
Joining
Wow.
us.
Sorry. Come on.
You're on my-
Everyone can make a
I've
mistake
allowed- I've
once in a
allowed you
while,
to be on.
guys.
Thanks for having us on. Yeah, Kelly, this is now Kelly's show. It's
Congratulations. you're the new
Connections
host of
with
Connections
connections
Select.
with Kelly.
Are you guys done now?
No. Okay.
You can do it. Well, then just one more time for me.
I'll wait till you start talking.
I just
Your turn.
think it's really cool, Kelly, that your dad started this business and he literally built it from the ground up. Like, that's really cool, and it's something neat that you share and your family shares, and I think it's awesome. And you guys do a great job for us. You do a great job for the industry.
Yeah.
But I that's probably the thing that he literally built it, which is really impressive and cool.
Yeah, it's wild to me. When stuff, something just, got a weird sound to it. I'm like, I'm not a machine operator. I'm not a professional at this. He built it. I'm like, he doesn't even have to be in the building. I'm like, hey, he's got
FaceTime.
a problem. Over the phone, he he's like, oh, go do this, and it's fixed.
That's awesome.
And it's just incredible the knowledge he has about that kind of stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, cool. Well, we just want to say thank you for letting us come on your show.
From the bottom of my heart, seriously.
We really do. We really appreciate it.
I'd be glad to have you guys back anytime.
Chad's leaving. But no, it's really a testament to your dad, and his I guess courage to step out on his own and create this wonderful business that you guys all now as a family have to operate. And I know your dad's not on and we have you on, but what a great guy, and what a just a tremendous human being. And we just we thank you guys all for the support and your relationship with Upsco. And we certainly couldn't be as successful as we are without you guys being a part of that. So again, thank you for coming on, or
Absolutely.
we're on. I don't really know who's
See
on.
now? See?
Chad's got us
Yeah.
all scrubbed. We're gonna have to retape this. But
I'm not retaping anything. Thank you so much for joining us. You've been wonderful. We can suffer through one of these a week, but not two. And I would
Thanks,
We've
Kel.
tried. We've tried hard. Thank you guys for having us, and we appreciate UPSCO and our partnership. So thanks
Absolutely.
again.
Such
Really
a great
soon.
connection.
All good connections.
Fun. Kelly, thank you for joining us. It was great having you on. Great interview, full of fun information. I love the Syracuse stories myself.
Hughes.
Hughes. So, guys,
I'm tired. Tired of talking.
Wow. Kelly,
Sorry.
Kelly, I'm going to talk to Kelly. Thank you for coming on the show. I apologize that it took us an extra like 3 weeks to get you on.
I think that's why I'm tired.
few technical difficulties with the expo mixed in there, but awesome stuff. Great to hear about your company, your dad's company, and where it came from, how it started. We really appreciate it. So thank you for coming on the show. I don't know what else we got, boys.
I'd like to just add too, even though I'm tired. That
Oh, now you want to say something?
No, I do. I
Can you
just
mute
like them. I like them so much. I wish I was there for the blender story. I really do. Just because I'd loved it. Like I would have loved to have just been there for that. It's such a good story. And I wish he'd carry it everywhere with him.
Yeah, that blender is freaking.
Still.
It's incredible. I love
How
that
big
thing.
was it?
Like not too big.
I mean, a gas engine's got to be a little bit large.
No, I'm not really. I mean, look at a chainsaw or like
fair enough, or a weed whacker.
or a weed whacker. Yeah, it was only that big on the
That's
bottom,
awesome.
and then yeah, it was pretty cool. Probably cost like $1,000, but you know.
What's
Anyway.
next on the agenda, Ted?
next on the agenda is the gas fact.
Gas fact.
Gas
Do a
fact.
gas fact.
All right, so this week's gas fact again comes from Danny P. And his champions course. Let's see what we got here. More than half of our population, boys, 179 million Americans use natural gas at work and home every day.
Wow.
Half.
Wow.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Is that off the fact sheet, Joe? Is that where it came from, Dan's?
Yeah, it's under P.
That's on the Expo webpage now too. So if anybody wanted to see any more of those or all that,
Yeah, don't go on there. You're
the
gonna
webpage.
steal like my next 6 weeks of gas facts.
Well, maybe they can send them their suggestions, all two watchers.
That's a good idea. If anybody's listening and they have any gas facts that you want to put on the show, please tell us because I'm running out. Just kidding. I'm
He
running
doesn't know
out.
how to use Google.
Yeah, I don't. My Google
Did
skills
say,
are
bring
lacking.
up a good point, Chad, that now all of the videos and everything are live on the UPSCO Expo website, correct?
That is correct. They are they're a go. So if you missed anything at the expo, or you maybe you watched one class live and you couldn't catch the other one, they are all up there now. It was a lot of video editing, but
All the
Yeah.
They register and then they'll be able to access all the
yeah,
content.
you just have to create an account. Literally, a couple things, create an account, and you'll be able to access all of them through the website.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I logged on yesterday and watched a few of them that I wasn't able to see. I just want to say thanks to Chad. Like, I know it was a huge undertaking. We're not like computer savvy people. So it's all like learning curve, and it took a little bit longer than we thought, but Chad put in all the work. So thanks, buddy, for taking the time to
No
do that.
problem. The other part is like I had to use 3 different computers, and it was like NASA command center.
Yeah, but it's done.
Yeah, it is done. Which that was my biggest thing. Like I felt so good when yesterday morning when I put the last one on there, I was like, oh, thank you.
The good news
don't have
is
to
we
do
can.
this
You,
and- I don't
the
have to
good
do
news
this
is
until
you
we
know
do
how
the
to
next
do it
one.
again.
I was like, I don't have to do this until we do the next one.
Teddy, what do you got there? Bluetooth speaker?
Footage Bluetooth.
I knew what it was. I was just trying to point it out. What are you doing?
You gotta plug it in. We used it to listen to Christmas carols while we were
You're so random.
I gotta go.
free. It
All
is-
right. In that case, we'll let Ted go charge his speaker.
Have fun there, Clark.
Oh, I watched it the other night. That's what made us do it. and I caught your fun fact about it as well. So for those of you who don't know, when Clark lights up the house in National Lampoons and it shows the sky view of it, Eddie's RV's already in the driveway before they've arrived.
That's funny.
No talking.
Actually, that's the time he arrives, isn't it?
Right after that. Yeah. Like right after.
Maybe he was waiting in the street.
Good point. Good
We have to
point.
write into the producer.
We got to wrap this up, guys. We're going off the tracks completely.
You're the one who started it with your footage speaker.
I was doing it nonchalantly. All right.
Nonchalant. Yeah, it was very chalantly. Yeah. Oh, hold on. But you guys don't see my cup, right? All right.
All
Until
right,
next.
guys.
Oh, wait. Who's on next week? Want to talk about that? No.
Oh yeah, real quick. Go ahead, you.
We have Phil Wiegers from EGW. Phil's a pretty cool guy. He's got some great stories. Actually, I've known Phil for 10 years, but I didn't know how he got into the industry and how he started his company. So stay tuned for that. It's pretty interesting, maturation into the gas industry.
And he has great taste because he's a Cowboys fan.
Bye.
Next week. See you
Thank you,
guys.
guys.